I get pulled over too much. For me to get pulled over too much and then let somebody else want to smoke in my shit. And then when they take me to jail, I'm going to be like, fuck, I shouldn't have let them smoke. No, you're not smoking. The only time somebody going to smoke in there is me. You better wait till we get to our destination. I'll be booked in on some bullshit. They gonna be like, well, you was doing good, but we see we got you. You know how they be. You get in the system once, they gonna make sure you stay. I'm cool. Nope, they not getting me no more. Just got my license back and shit. You think I'm finna let them take it again? Nope. Not cause somebody wanna smoke in my car. I'm the only one that's gonna smoke in there by myself. If I get pulled over, it ain't no choice but to be on me. The last thing I'ma let is somebody else get the fruits of smoking in my car just for me to go to jail. Nope. Not happening.
With a celebrity.
Let me see what they was talking about. Everybody gonna beat Simone ass. Let me see. They said she ain't no friend for real. Let me see what's going on.
Being a best friend with a celebrity, everybody thinks that, because you're connected to this person, then your life is just as grand as theirs, or you got it, or they helping.
And that's not true at all. I hope people don't think that. Please, people, please stop thinking just because your friend might be doing better than you that now he's just able to do everything he did for himself to you. Please. That's not how life works. If it took him years to get to wherever he needed to get, then what makes you think he can just stop his years and then try and make sure he put years into you to get to wherever you need? No, stop it, guys. Stop it.
You, baby.
We got too many expectations for y'all having too many expectations for people when you only got those expectations for yourself. I'm like, how do you got those expectations for people and you only got it for yourself?
The job, living with my parents, a single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus.
God damn. Oh, she going through it. I thought I was going through it. Hold on, what'd she say? You know what she say? You should have put in the years while he would have been at the same. No, for real. Niggas want to watch you go past and shit. Niggas want to watch you. They just want to watch you coast past, then watch you jog around them and shit. And then when they see his work, and then they expect something. Bro, why wasn't you jogging with me? Why wasn't you walking with me? You seen my direction. Why didn't you? If you seeing my direction, why ain't you following suit? No, they don't want to do that. They just want to do this. They just want to have their hand out.
A single mom. All this happened to me this past year. Jesus.
And no, wait. Like, she said a single mom living with her parents.
Baby, didn't have a job. Living with
didn't
my
have
parents.
A job. I feel you on the didn't have a job part. Ooh, girl, that be the worst. You don't got a job. That shit hurt.
A single mom.
Single mom with no job. Oh my God.
All this happened to me this past year. Jesus. And then it's like to not.
2025 is crazy. Single mom with no job. And I'm sitting here on the podcast. Ooh, I would have been pissed every podcast. I would have been so pissed.
I have resentment in my heart towards you because I saw you do this for other people. I saw you give a check to somebody to help.
Oh shit! Hold on. B. Simone was out here handing out money, for yours.
Them through whatever they went through, and it's like, God, like nobody didn't give me a handout, but guess what? That wasn't your responsibility. God had to take me through that for my own season, for my own thing. I had to get my car repossessed. Jesus. I had to go.
Talking about hey, B. Simone.
I had to be on Medicaid because whatever I'm building my story too.
Wait a minute.
But it's like as a friend who.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if this supposed to be like she's, cause it's kind of sound like she's on her friend ass at one point while still not trying to be on her friend ass. She said, "I watched you give other people money. I'm over here struggling, and you ain't do shit for me. But I had to make sure I get through that shit. It sounds like she tried to get on her friend ass whole time. But maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping. Let me keep listening.
Somebody who has it, it's hard to digest.
Putting it on Jesus is crazy as hell. Look, I first saw that clip go on the internet and I thought that, man, she's telling a true story about a friend who was dealing with a situation and they had a friend that was a celebrity and they just weren't helping out. But when I found out
she was talking about herself. Yeah, she was talking about herself. That's kind of tough. She damn near getting on beast mode ass. I ain't gonna lie. Damn near just got on her ass.
The woman talking, Shekinah, and B. Simone was the celebrity friend in question. They're sitting across from each other saying these things. I about lost my mind. This is B. Simone's podcast. It's a new spin-off of her doing those skits. She's transitioning into a new career in content creation, becoming more mature and more older. But as she becomes more mature and more older and presents herself in a new way and new light to people, she's showing that she's just not a good person, like, at all.
Damn.
So many women go through that, whether it's a friend, you get hurt and now you move with this fear. Guard up, this fear, this anger, you're broken, you're hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't want to ever move like that. I think about all the things I did in my past for people, for friends, for family, for the wrong people. The money I done gave people money. I done bought houses. I done paid for divorces.
God damn. Why wasn't I be Simone's friend this whole time? She's out here giving niggas houses and mortgages and shit. Oh my God, I'm around the wrong friends. Where's the friends handing out motherfucking mortgages and houses? The fuck?
Now think about how I feel as your friend.
B. Simone is
Now think about how I feel as your friend. No, she's on her friend ass. No, B. Simone. She's on your ass, girl. I see it. She on your ass. She been meaning to say this. She been waiting to say this. She's been waiting. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. She said, yeah, there you go bragging to me again. There you go bragging, telling me how much money you blow. Now imagine how I feel while I'm broke. He talking about, man, this how I feel. You too rich and I don't get nothing. Didn't you just get off a cruise? Like, come on, bro. Didn't you literally just hop off a cruise, seen Bahamas, seen motherfucking Turks, seen motherfucking every little island that you wanted to go to, got off a cruise, just was on a boat, get off that bitch, nothing but naked hoes on that motherfucker, and you talking about I'm the rich one. Alright.
About her going through something that a lot of celebrities go through, that phase where they get a lot of money and they want to help a lot of people, but ultimately they end up being burned by said people, which is very fair and very valid. You
want to know why? Because people, this might go over y'all head, or this might be some of y'all, but people won't work if they see it's gonna come to them in a handout. You know? It's just, people be like, what do they be saying? That's too much work. That's what they be saying. They be saying that's too much work. That's too much work. They don't care about all the work you put into it. It's just too much work for them. Why would they do all that work when you did it? That's how they be feeling. Why would they do all that work when you did it? Why? They won't do all the work. Plain and simple. I'm trying to tell you, Dre. They won't do the work. It's already given in a handout. Niggas only work hard for shit after they seen how hard it was to get it. When they ain't working hard to get it, shit. It's no point to this. They think it's coming easy. It's coming easy for them.
With resources have this plight, and it goes unheard because you do have resources, and honestly nobody's trying to hear it. But there are often times where people take advantage of you, but that does not excuse
exactly take advantage. Lost a couple of niggas doing that. No, for real, niggas will definitely take advantage. They gonna definitely keep trying to use up whatever they can use up until they can't use it up no more. And then they might be mad at you. Cause you got tired of them using you. They gonna get mad at you cause you understood that you're tired of getting used. Ain't that crazy? Different world. It's a different world. People entitlement and expectations just be crazy.
Good people who are in your corner not getting help, that's just ultimately the name of the game. Sometimes you're gonna get burned, but sometimes, as Shekinah is saying, as her friend sitting here listening to it as she's on food stamps, it's kind of hard to digest this message.
And I've done all that, and then the right.
Yeah, that is crazy though. B. It's crazy how you can, if this is her podcast, that means she employed that girl basically, right? I would hope you employed her. And then if you didn't employ her, well, this is why she's feeling exactly how she's feeling. She damn near like, I'm putting my all into this podcast. My girl be getting 50 bands a month. I just want 1,000. That's why you should have gone ahead and created your own shit. See, you depended on people. So I see both sides. But you never want to be dependent on someone. That's plain and simple. That's why you got to create your own shit. You depended on B. Simone to give you a handout. And if she would have gave you that handout, guess where she would have been? Asking for another handout because she's still homeless, living with her parents with no job, cause her B. Simone probably done gave her a handout that just paid up her whole bills. She probably would have gave her like $5K, $3K, and paid up her whole bills. Now she ain't even caring to do nothing else. Oh well, my life taken care of right now. I don't even gotta do nothing now.
Come around that have the purest heart, that love you so much, and you're stifling and you're looking and you're paranoid and you looking people up and down and you're it's anxiety. That's not coming from a healed place. It's coming from, like you said, bitterness.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like a guard is up.
Yeah.
I've never been like that in my life, and I feel like I'm coming out of that slowly.
Yeah.
But there was a little moment where I had it, like I was heavy. I was like, and I was aware. I was like, I do not want to be like this.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I hear it in my tone. Like, I agree with you. I can't even say I disagree with you. I feel it.
Yeah, you
It's
were like,
pain.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's catch it.
Yeah.
Let's catch it.
Yeah,
If that's
you
what
were swallowing it though, because you didn't have nothing. Okay.
But what were you gonna say? And think about how I feel as your.
I mean, this.
He said off topic. What do niggas see in that? Hey, I'll be knowing sometimes, but hey. They say it's somebody out there for everybody. Chicken gonna take that down. Ew. Oh my God, look at her. Like, hell no. I don't know how old she is, but it's not looking good. I can tell you that much. I don't know how old she is. Oh, yeah.
This was the hardest season of my life this last year.
The thing about people with mics is they feel as if they talk very slowly with their hands. They're saying something profound. Now, I will say in this situation, I am a little bit split. There is some validity to what B. Simone is saying. Usually when you've been done wrong in the past, you put up your guard. That's
facts.
Genuinely and generally how...
But I thought she probably would have been older. Damn, yeah. Well, it's showing. It's showing there.
People feel and the actions that they take. However, what I don't agree with is recognizing that this is a real and legitimate person that's going to be...
Yeah, that's damn near what I was saying. That's I forgot to finish saying that. That's damn near what I was saying. Is if you hired her, you obviously knew that this was somebody that you was like, you could trust, or if you did a podcast with her, this was somebody you like, oh, I could trust. I really fuck with her. Hell no. Nope. Not even a little bit. I think dinosaurs is what we see in reptiles. But yeah, that's I'm still confused on how she didn't, if she was sending out all this money, how don't you send no money to your podcast friend who's helping you get content? That's what I'm saying. You mean to tell me it was a motherfucking big ass lizard with small arms and a big ass head on two feet, stumping around this motherfucker. Like, come on, bro. That's what you want me to believe. You want me, and then they want me to believe that this scientist found these fossils of these giant bones. Bro, this nigga's broke and hungry out here. You mean to tell me it's some scientist who's finding bones for fun? Bro, like, oh my God. You know, like, underground. No, they going in the depths of the world to find these motherfuckers. And you mean to tell me we getting the countries bombed, we getting niggas broken hungry, we getting girls having kids at 12, like, oh my God. Damn. Yeah, if the one you bought is short, that means the one I got is super short. Cause the one I got is like 5 feet. Cause the thing right here. Your shit was like 10 feet, wasn't it? You need to move that thing. Bring that thing right in the room with you. You gotta bring that thing right in the room with you. Cause that is just OC.
Life and in your corner and saying now, oh, well, you know what? You don't need my help. I don't need to help you, etc., etc. That's where I draw the line. Especially when this person is going through the whirlwind. A small bone would have been able to help them. You don't have to give them the whole kit and caboodle, but damn, give a brother something. And if we get into the real,
yeah. How y'all feel about that? I see both sides, but she damn near still could have gave that bitch something. How long have they been doing this podcast? If they've been doing this podcast for a good little minute, anything over a year, she bogus. No cap. Yeah, if she been doing this podcast anything over a year, and you mean to tell me that bitch went homeless, single mother, homeless, and living with her parents with no job, and she was coming to do a podcast? That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of crazy. Not even a petty 300. You ain't give her a petty 300 just to make sure she can make it to the podcast the whole week? Like, you ain't even want to give her a petty little 300? Was you picking her up to come here? I'm so confused.
Guarding problems, it's always gonna lead back to one road and one.
That's what I'm saying. She would have had to find a new little co-host. Cause who's finna come to this unpaid source? I'm just here. What am I doing? I'm just taking away my problems, I guess, huh? I'm just distracting myself from what I really need to be doing. Getting my shit right. Who's watching my kid if I'm the single mother?
Road only.
If God said it, just because you are heartbroken, God said go, that's your husband, but now you fearful because the last nigga cheated, you done missed out on the whole blessing. The whole blessing. You can't let the past pain and the past heartbreak and the past relationship breakup and the past anger and sadness and brokenness keep you from.
That's true and all. What's she talking about though? She's supposed to be telling her friend how you right. Why didn't you ever say this to me? If you would have told me this, I probably would have been changed. Like she probably she should have. That's what she should be saying. Oh yeah, why you ain't never tell me that? I would have been changed. I would have been noticed something. I would have been. That's what you should have been. What is she talking about right now? He said her voice just throw me off.
Doing it again, trying it again.
Oh Lord,
it's always a man. It's always a man that's gonna stop you. Yeah, you try to throw your repressed feelings and anger about men into this mix.
Into the reason you a bad friend.
One of the final smacks in the face that caused your friend to smack you in the face. That is not an excuse at all. Your friend was absolutely struggling, and because you couldn't keep your legs closed, and because now you are jaded to giving people things, then all of a sudden your friend has to struggle. I don't even understand that, and
that's
a lot of
tough.
people don't.
I don't know why B. Simone is in the habit of getting on the podcast and telling us about all of her terrible friendship. This go around B. Simone.
Damn, this happened before? I just don't be. I'll be under a rock. This already happened? Why y'all keep being friends with her then? This already happened. She sounded like the king said.
Talking about how she was on the verge of homelessness, car was getting repoed, while B. Simone was on wilding out, counting checks and doing all these things for other people. Now the best friend is talking about how she was going through all these sad things while her best friend was a celebrity. And you would think B. Simone and the best friend are talking about somebody else, the way B. Simone is talking about Jesus. My God. Just egging it on like this must have been such a hard time for this girl. Come to find out, B. Simone is the celebrity best friend that she was talking about. I'm telling you, it's something about B. Simone. She will make it through a
she don't care.
moment. She done been canceled like 4 different times. I swear to God.
I think B. Simone and her best friend are using the term a little too loosely. I think we've changed the definition of best friend over the years.
We have. They have. Y'all call everybody your best friend now. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Y'all call everybody y'all best friend. We met at work. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. No, best friend crazy. Like, damn, if we knew each other for years, I can't get $2. Like, just a petty $2. She talking about car repo. I couldn't get picked up to come. Damn.
Not even friends.
Yeah.
Like, a friend wouldn't even do you like that. It's almost as if as B. Simone is hearing it for the first time. Like, she's like, I had to move back in with my parents. My car got repossessed. And B. Simone is like,
that's what I'm saying. Did she bring that up? Have she ever told her? Because this is crazy.
Like, she's not know these things? Like, it wasn't like, I know, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. She was
couldn't
like,
get no Uber, like, man.
Like, what?
Yeah, she probably didn't tell her.
Someone has to teach
her until
now.
now.
Not everything needs to be on a platform where we all get to just stop.
Now, the last young woman.
Well, I don't think she told her to tell us that. I don't think that's what happened. I don't know what happened, but I don't think B. Simone said, yeah, get on here and tell us about your struggles. I think that's just how the conversation ended up going.
Was correct. I don't think B. Simone and her best friend are really best friends. I wouldn't consider them to be friends. Hell, I wouldn't even consider them to be acquaintances. We're not talking about big favors for somebody who was making big bankrolls off of selling books or, being on Wild 'N Out or whatever the case may be.
Big bro KJ.
You can throw her anything. Like, I know regular people with 9-to-5s.
Nigga ain't throw nothing. How you feel like you living, big bro?
Can at least
I gotta go pick up my brother.
Couch or throw them some dollars. Sure, some of these things are more long-term and long-lasting. Like, sounds like your friend needed some job.
Yeah, if the best friend didn't tell her, that is crazy. Like, why are you just now telling me and then it's on the internet? That's the first time you want to tell me on the internet? That would be even crazier. Like, because she was acting like she was so, this was new info. She like, oh, gosh, homeless? This was new info. She like, damn, girl, we was at the club all the time. He was homeless? Oh, my God. This is crazy.
Whatever the case may be, but get your friend a job. Get your friend a car so she doesn't have to get her car repossessed. I'm pretty sure B. Simone can afford a cash car, and yes, I'm counting somebody's pockets, but to then say that this is the story that you had to go through and put God into the equation, no, you could have just been a little bit, and I just mean a little bit better of a best friend than you claim to be on this platform.
What pissed me off the most is not that she was going through these hardships, because I understand her mindset. Like, even though you my friend, you're not obligated to help me if you don't want to. But at the same time, if I call you my best friend and I reach a level of surplus or a level of status to where I am rich and famous, you coming with me. B. Simone over there talking about some Jesus. I'll slap the fuck out of you in his name.
There's been conversations about whether B. Simone should have been more involved in her friend's life. Did she even know in the first place that she was struggling, or did she know the degree of which the struggle hood went through? And to me, honestly, I don't think that I can consider somebody my best friend if I don't know what's going on in their day-to-day life. Now, me as a man, I don't talk to my friend every single day. We don't yap on the phone. We're not having conversations.
But girls
constantly.
be doing
and
that.
we may not even get into the personal conversations like that. But I am aware of pretty much everybody in my surroundings and immediate circle. So if they are going through something, I can kind of sense it. Hey, you took 3 Ubers in a row. What's going on? I thought you had a car.
Exactly.
Hey, you know,
exactly.
You want me to pick you up, but you're always at your mom's house.
Exactly. Well, niggas is like, we ain't asking questions. We just gonna keep. Oh, all right. No, get to asking questions. If we ain't talking, get to asking questions. It's like, come on, guys. People be scared to ask nowadays. And hey, when you ask and that person haul off on you, then you know. Oh, maybe we ain't that cool. We ain't that cool. Shit, my fault. I overstepped. I thought we was cooler than I thought. I overstepped. That's my fault. My boundaries. My bad. She definitely knew. She had to. There's no way. There's just no way. Homeless? You move in with your parents? You got a kid? And you move in with your parents? Homeless? Come on. She come into the podcast, same outfit. Something ain't adding up.
Hey girl, is that a food stamp card in your wallet? Like, I don't know. There's telltale signs all the time of people switching their behavior, switching their patterns, switching all those things. And ultimately that means that you should be able to pick up on those things if you claim to be somebody's best friend. But honestly, every time B. Simone speaks, it sounds like her friends are in a torture chamber. It is hell to be B. Simone's friend.
Being friends with B. Simone sounds absolutely fucking terrible. What do you mean your best friend who is known for boasting about her $1 million, oh, I'm a millionaire,
That is crazy.
Is watching.
That's why they on their ass, because B. Simone is a flexer. That's why they on their ass. That's why. I forgot B. Simone was a flexer. I don't know what she do now. But I remember when she used to be on niggas' ass. I remember that.
Just regular kind of struggle. You struggling on food stamps? You struggling on getting your car repossessed? You watching her write checks to random people and she calls you her best friend and she won't say, hey friend, let me fill up your fridge. I'm not saying that she has to live your life for you. That's not what I'm saying at all. To call
just
yourself someone's friend and watch them
just
struggle
do one
when
thing.
You know it is within your power
Try
to help
one
them
thing.
even a little bit. That is cruel. How can you consider that to be somebody that, how can you consider somebody like that to be your friend?
I don't want to hear about building a story. I definitely don't want to hear about hiding behind the veil of Christianity, especially when we saw B. Simone preaching in a blazer and some booty shorts the other day. And before y'all get in my comments, I know what y'all are going to say. Come as you are, which I totally understand. But I think that this reeks of I just stepped into my religion, my faith, and she's using it and ultimately weaponizing it in some different situations and circumstances. Yeah, I don't think that B. Simone is a good friend. And mind you, this isn't the first situation or scenario in which she has done crazy things like this to people that she claims to be her friends.
The caption says, social media users are speculating after B. Simone's crew got together for some festive fun, but the vibe seems a little off with all of her friends unfollowing her. Adding to the plot, Letitia Gardner commented that they're only missing their late friend Jackie O, and it looks like Megan Ashley has been added back to the mix. What's really going on behind?
Honestly, she said we don't serve her anymore and cut us all off individually. We still don't understand why, but we all respect her decision and wish her well. We're grateful we all still have each other. This was no shade to her. Only missing Jackie. B. Simone friend group, not friends with her anymore. They are now including Megan in the group. Who is the fuck is Megan?
Behind the scenes, or do y'all think this is a stretch? Luckily enough for us, Letitia Gardner came and actually commented. She said this. Honestly, she said we don't serve her anymore and cut us all off individually. Still don't understand why. But we all respect her decision and wish her well. We're grateful we all still have each other. This was no shade to her.
And don't get me wrong, that's just one example of her friends being thrown to the side by B. Simone. But that also doesn't excuse the time that right after her friend's passing, she then decided to do a...
Her friend passed? Somebody passed? Comedian B. Simone promotes her payment required close friends amid her late best friend death, if you're not on my close friends list, you're not going to see much of my life during this time. Close friends, I love you. Thank you for being a safe space. Join my close friends now. People be paying to be in people close friends.
Paid close friends in order to get more of the inside scoop about the deaths and how she's mourning and how she's grieving. I don't know. This all lines up with somebody who would also plagiarize 90% of a book and then also leave half of the pages blank and shit like that. Like B. Simone.
What? That's what she did? Would love for the B. Simone to stop taking small content creators' hard work and selling it as her own. Disgusting. This is not entrepreneurship. This is plagiarism. Plagiarizing. 50 questions to find your best self. Questions to find your best self. Oh, that's self. What do I love about my life? What do I love about my life? Damn, she didn't even switch it a little bit. Where do I want to be in 5 years? That's number 3. Where do I want to be in 5 years? Wow.
90% of a book and then also leave half of the pages blank and shit like that. Like B. Simone has historically not been a great person, but the overall conversation about, you know, not helping your friends, not giving them handouts.
That's OC. That is a cum guzzling smut bucket.